the day has finally come. Yesterday I got diagnosed with inattentive ADHD and got my prescription at the same time. When she said, "You have a diagnosis of inattentive ADHD," I went, "Yes!" She's like, "What does that mean?" And I went, it means good. She's like, "Oh," she said, "is that good or bad?" I said, "It's good." So good. I'm starting with 18mg of Concerta for the week and then increasing to 2 pills after 2 weeks. I have a check-in with my psych in a month or 2 to see if the medication works for me in my challenge spots. She also suggested 6 sessions of CBT counselling, cognitive behavioural therapy counselling, because the medication isn't going to take away my symptoms of ADHD. I'm still going to have the time blindness, the short-term memory, object permanence, but the CBT training with someone specialised in ADHD will help me deal with some of the things that I'm challenged with daily in order to manage them a bit more effectively, so get some support in that. I went to bed early but couldn't sleep and then woke up late. So a bit later in the day to start this experiment, I had a big breakfast of eggs, mushrooms on toast because this is a appetite suppressant and I have to eat every 4 hours even if I don't really want to, because I've known from what I've watched and read on this medicine that you don't actually food disgusts you, which I'm a little bit gutted about because I'm a foodie, so I love new food, I love seafood, I love all of it. But that's okay, I'll just make sure I have a really nutritious meal in the morning, nutritious snacks, and a really delicious nutritious meal in the evening. So, because she said there was a side effect that if you don't eat for that time, then you will binge eat at night, and that'll mess up my metabolism, so I got to be careful with that. So I'm very excited about what task I want to complete today. She said, whatever you do after you take medicine, make sure you're sitting down and doing the task that you want to do when it kicks in about an hour later. But I can't decide, obviously, what task is more important. And of course, I had to make this because I couldn't decide which one of my goals was more important. So I had to complete all the ones at the bottom in order to reach the top. But I've already done the resort, which I'm so proud of. The tasks that are important to me at the moment is my projects, cleaning my daughter's room, organising the garage. I would need to organise my daughter's room to paint a wall in it, and I have to wait for her to get back. Cleaning up outside, picking paint for my daughter's room, buying a drill, making a t-shirt, posting my business on social media, completing a module for my mindfulness class. So all of these things are really important that I need to do today, but in the past, obviously, I'd have all of these things and I wouldn't be able to decide which one to start, so I'd just get analysis. I need to close the door. Analysis paralysis, and I wouldn't be able to decide on what to do. And what this reminds me of is this scene in Harry Potter when Harry takes the liquid luck, and once he takes it, he just knows exactly what to do and how to get the thing he wants. So I feel like once I take this Concerta, it'll be like liquid luck, and I'll be able to know what's the most important thing to do and just work on that. So here we go. Change my life, Concerta. I did have a coffee this morning because I am addicted to coffee, and I know that I won't be drinking coffee whilst on this, so I had one coffee this morning, just an instant one. Okay, take the tablet, Taryn. Alright, I'm taking it. I'm gonna do it. See you in an hour. It's 11:11. It's been half an hour, and I feel like there is one thing after the other. So I feel a little bit of energy in my body. I have an appointment at 12:15 and it's 10 to 12, and usually that would make me wait and not be able to start anything new until the appointment, but I feel like I can do the dishes in that time before the appointment, which will roughly take me about 10-15 minutes. Now before, I wouldn't have known how long the dishes were going to take me. Now this could all be a placebo, and I could just be making it up. My thoughts are very clear in my head. I don't have 6 corresponding thoughts. They just come clearly into my mind. I'm not worried about what I'm going to say next. This is, my lips are, I feel very thirsty. I know that's a side effect, they have to drink water. But yeah, everything, it really is like the luck potion. It's so weird, because obviously all of this is just happening in my head, right? Like, is it a placebo? Is it real? I know, how many times I would have tried to start the dishes in the last 4 or 5 days, and it's been impossible. I haven't been able to do it at all. And now there's no resistance to doing the dishes. I can actually do them. I think. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it in the next 10 minutes. What? What is this life? I figured I should record it because it's a big moment, right? The first time that I've done the dishes on Concerta. I'm gonna put these away. I'm not getting distracted. I'm just doing the thing. I don't even need music. This is crazy. I know it seems like such a simple thing, but this very simple thing I haven't been able to do for my whole entire life. What? I mean, I'm not like organising it or putting it away very fancy, but I'm doing it because I have to do it in 15 minutes to get to the place that I need to. I'm not honestly pretending this is insane. Jeez. And even just like thinking, oh, I should record this, and then going to get a camera and getting the tripod, like that would have been too many steps for me to even fathom, and I just missed the opportunity. I think I'm talking fast too. If I can explain time blindness, it would be not knowing if I was going to get to the place on time and not having enough time to do the things that I need to do, or not potentially having enough time, and then potentially disappointing that person, not wanting to feel like shame and like that I was late again, and like literally looking at my phone every minute to be like, am I going to be on time? Am I going to be on time? It's like, it's gone. I know I'm going to have enough time to do this and also be on time for the appointment and get there on time. And if I'm 1 minute late, then like I literally say every day, every time to the same appointment, because it's the same every 2 weeks. It's like, I'm sorry I'm late, because I've been tracking the time every single minute it takes me to get there. But I'm gonna be on time, and I've done the dishes. Something that I've been struggling to do, and the doing of the dishes is too much because there's too many steps in washing the dishes, but at the moment there's no steps. I can just wash this dish. That's taking like a minute, and I would actually hate every minute of this process. Like, I would have to distract my mind from hating, because to do the job I would be repelled from doing it. Like, I'd go up to the job and I'd literally be repelled. And I've watched a lot of videos on this, and there's like, for ADHD people, there's a wall where not only are you repelled in that moment, but you remember every other bad experience that you've ever had doing the dishes. It's been really hard for me to do the dishes, and this is actually, it's a little bit fun to clean. I'm actually so thankful that this is even working a little bit, because that means, I don't know if I said earlier, but my psychiatrist gave me the choice between Concerta and Vyvanse, and Vyvanse was $90 to $100 a month, which I can't fit in my budget, so I picked, obviously I have to take Concerta, but I'm really glad it's working even a little bit, because this is life-changing. It would actually be painful to do this yesterday. I was trying to explain to my friend, like, unless I have someone to body double with or talk on the phone with, like, I could not physically complete this task. So for me, time just slips away. I just have no internal clock for it. I have so many alarms in order to be on time for anything, and now I have an internal clock. I've been wanting for ages to do that TikTok where it's like, I'm taking the drugs and the drugs are working. The drugs are working. I can totally make that video. I've been waiting. I'm not even gonna be late. It takes like 3 minutes to get there from my house. It's 12:07. I've done the dishes. This is insane. I'm gonna just wipe them and put them away. I haven't put a pan because no need. I've just been making do with this and this. I haven't connected my oven because I have an air fryer and no urgency to connect the oven. And like, I want to connect the oven, I want to be able to bake things. Even money, like there's no thought of the future with money. So when I have money, I spend it, and when I don't have money, I freeze, I go into freeze and can't figure out a way to get money. I'm hoping that's gonna be gone. I finished my appointment and came home. I also have PMDD and I'm in my luteal phase, and I can feel the switch yesterday. It was 10 days before my period. And what it comes with is a hole in my tummy. So like intense hunger that you just can't satiate. It's like you're never full. Satiate. And so even though I have taken an appetite suppressant, I'm still incredibly hungry. So, I mean, I've just eaten and I still have this gnawing ball of hunger in my stomach, which is interesting for people that have the same kind of symptoms as me, because I thought it would take it away, but it's obviously still pushing through with the hormonal fluctuation of the luteal phase for PMD. I think my next most important thing to do is my daughter's room, and I think I just need to realize that I'm not gonna be able to do everything today, everything that's off my list. So my daughter's room is gonna take me until the end of the day, and it's sunny outside, so I might as well go for a walk first. And I just thought it was interesting because I would spend the day trying to do the washing and the dishes, so much so that I wouldn't have any more time to think, hey, there's some time, I should probably go for a walk now and get my exercise out of the way before I get into my daughter's room. And also I have a feeling of I don't really want to stay still for very long. I want to keep moving, and I want to do something fun, and walking is fun, and I might listen to a podcast. Oh, can I listen to a podcast? I don't know, I think my brain is just totally in the moment right now, so I don't need anything to distract me or to make it fun. I'll probably wear my headphones, but yeah, I think I'm just going to enjoy walking and being in the sunlight and, seeing some trees. So that's what I'm going to do now. But I miss the routine of having a coffee. Like, it feels weird that it's nearly 2 and I haven't had another coffee, and I'm hungry, I'm starving, but I've already just had toast, so it's just an annoying feeling of never being able to be full when you're in that luteal phase. But yeah, I feel like the effects of the being on are kind of wearing off, and this is it's a long release, so it's supposed to last me, if I took it 11, so it's supposed to last me till 9. Let's see what walking does. The psych recommended that I do 3 20-minute exercises a week because it's good for ADHD and to make the medicine work, but I'm already doing that, so I haven't gone for a walk for a while. I do want to have a lie down though. No, I'm gonna go to Bunnings. The couch one. It's for 14. The couch got me. So obviously the dose doesn't last for the full 10 hours. I would like to have a coffee right now, but I'm not going to. I've done more today than I have in the whole week, but the couch did get me, and I have had a huge energy slug 4 o'clock, so the initial dose didn't last the whole time, which is fine because I am going up in a week, but it's noted. It's good to know because obviously I need it to last until about 8 o'clock, just to have enough energy to do all the activities that you need to do it as a solo mum. So I didn't get to Bunnings, but that's okay. I've done so much today. It'll be interesting how the full dose affects me if it lasts past 3 o'clock or for the 10 to 12 hours like she said, like the psychiatrist said. I wonder if I should have coffee. It is 5:15. It has been 5 hours since I took 18mg of Concerta. I am definitely feeling tired, but I can still leave the house, whereas before I just would have been struggling to make dinner for the whole evening, whereas I have enough in me to go to Bunnings, do what I wanted to do, come back and then make dinner to music. It's just a whole different quality of life, and there's no waiting for the next thing. It's just what is the most important thing to do in the moment. And I guess like resting was, I still have that hunger in my stomach, which is from luteal phase, I know that. But it's making me starving. I don't really want to cook dinner, but I've got food to cook, so I'll cook it. And I'll probably enjoy it, because I always do once I start cooking. It's a big step. I've wanted to go to Bunnings for 8 months. Renovating this house is one of my major goals, and I didn't think I'd even be able to do it. And I can now. A little bit emotional. I'm okay. The energy that I feel from the medication is flowing through me, but I'm tired in my brain, so I'm not like, and I kind of have a headache starting. But I've looked at the Ryobi drills, and I picked a colour sample to test on the wall, and I got a little paintbrush to do cutting instead of tape. This is a huge moment to be able to get into Bunnings. Even when people have been with me, they've been like, let's just go to Bunnings, and I just procrastinate against it, and it was easy. I know it sounds like silly, but it's really not, and it's been really hard. Yeah, life-changing, absolutely life-changing. So I just got a massive wave of nausea. I know that it's a side effect, as well as headaches. I probably haven't drank enough water. When I figured out I had ADHD, I started getting Bargain Box. I chose Bargain Box because they're New Zealand based. I'm not sponsored, but wouldn't it be awesome if I was? They're New Zealand based. Bargain Box is affordable for me, so 3 meals. So I get a meal for 2 that feeds me and 2 children and gives me lunch for the next day, sometimes even lunch and another dinner. So it's really large portions, and all the food is nutritionally balanced. So this means that we all get our veggies, and if I'm ever overwhelmed about dinner, I don't go straight to takeaways. I have these already in the fridge, and I can just cook them up easy as, and it's delicious. I have the choice: kids' fave, cheesy chicken and roasties, or balanced southern beef loaded wedges. I'm gonna have this now. This looks delicious. I just think of what my life has been like, and all the jobs and everything that I've gone through, and trying to be just like everyone else and have all this energy, and being able to do more than 1 or 2 things in a day. And the reason why I couldn't do it is because I have a different brain. Like my whole life, just struggling, especially when you're a mum and you have to do a lot more executive function than guys have to. And I'm not being sexist, but just the way that the roles fall. I mean, I was talking to a lady the other day, and she does everything. She works, does all the kids and cleaning, and her husband goes to work and comes home and just rots in bed. And obviously he's got mental health, he's struggling through something, but she has to do all that stuff. There's no backup for her. And it's the same with a lot of solo mums that I've met. There's no backup. They are the backup. And so when you couple that with executive dysfunction, and also with society's judgments on what you can and can't achieve, like without an understanding of ADHD, especially in the workplace or in the home, how are you going to know if someone's struggling with time management or time blindness or executive dysfunction if you don't know anything about it? Like, imagine if I'd had help this last, my mum had no idea about it. She was just like, oh, you're just not a clean person. And I'd say, I want to be a clean person. I want to be able to tidy the house and bake and, have snacks in my kids' lunch boxes with baked goods in it, and be renovating and building my own business. And I want to do all of it. Why can't I? Because I really want to write a book and sell it on Amazon, and I want to make t-shirts, and I want to make videos, and I want to have a YouTube channel, and I want to make videos about things that I believe in, and I want to make videos about things that I learn, and I want to write blogs, and I want to learn how to sing, and I want to paint, and I want to... Yeah, so imagine having all these wants and needs and not being able to do the dishes. and thanks for supporting my channel. Really appreciate it. Hey, I'm gonna do the thing. If you like this channel, like it and subscribe for further videos from me. I don't have a niche. I'm gonna just put videos about things that I'm really excited about or I think are important. It could be photography, design, or it might just be something that I'm working on at the time. So please don't expect the same videos from me every time, because they won't be. They'll be all over the place, which is how I like it. So like and subscribe, leave a comment if anything in this video has resonated with you in a way. If you are, I think if you go to How to ADHD, she has a wonderful channel where I've learned so much from her. And there's Brains, which is ADHD people trying to learn more about ADHD, and then there's Hearts, which is the people that are supporting them and trying to learn about ADHD. One thing I have noticed is so I can only listen to 3 or 4 songs on repeat over and over and over again and over again. I haven't felt the need to do that today at all. I've been listening to my playlist, and I've been listening to old songs that I can't actually I haven't been able to actually play. If it was, it'd be like skip, 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 boring, boring, boring. But yeah, I'm listening to each song and really experiencing it and enjoying each song. So that must mean that I've got enough dopamine, like I'm not getting my dopamine from music anymore. But this dinner is so worth it. I'm so glad that I did not get takeaways, and I'm cooking something nutritious for myself and for this medication journey that I'm about to embark on. What are you up to? I mean, that's, here, let me get out of the, so my camera can't really do it justice, but this was a great decision for my starving, medicated body. What a difference. It's been 8 hours since I took Concerta. It's 7:40 and I'm really tired. Just know that I've got 8 hours-ish. I suppose I did crash at about 3, didn't I? But I mean, like, that's just the initial dose. So next week I should be able to go all day. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. I hope it helps you.